On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Dolphins, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them with no gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Rainey now to return it. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there. A 14. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Dolphins at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly...
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Lance to throw it. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, 49ers. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They had 2 straight first downs. Now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. Now a give, right side. Richards. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Touchdown Dolphins! Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. To the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 7, Lance. His pass on target. Velus Jones with it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 39.
Let's go.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Go red.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Here's Lance. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Seibert's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well,
yeah.
Right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Touchdown! Jalen Guyton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. Down inside the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On the ball.
This is Swift on the counter.
He stiff arms him. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 33.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And he is going to have the 49ers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready?
Swift going to try up the middle.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Now we'll pause here for an injury, and it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Check.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Lance looking to throw it. The slant pass complete to Swift.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 16. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown 49ers! Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Niners are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I would guess they combined. If you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away from that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He finds his man complete. That's Ali. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. On the return, it's Washington. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Striker, 3-3. Slide 2. Ready?
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down.
Ready?
Up the middle they go. It's Richards. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that payoff in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a play fake. Lance
completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Does the big boy have the juice? 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Dolphins take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. The field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Watch out now. 52. 10.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Hunter Henry brings it in.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
52.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up the better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. To the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, right? Quick, yellow.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Check right.
Here's Lance to throw it. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, it's Richards. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
97. Ready?
On 2nd and 9, Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Richards.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Richards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
On the double.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are right back in this football game.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let
me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 41, Lance. Jones has it.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
Ready?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Blue check. Yellow, line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down.
Opposite, green.
Lance looking to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Once again, it's Swift. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Red, cycle.
Here's Lance.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And this complete to Henry over the middle. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Here's Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now Lance.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense...
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can SEE, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a